and welcome to Baby Notes channel. Today we're going to talk about baby carriers, how to choose the right baby carrier, what are the difference between the different baby carriers, what to be aware of, and everything that moms need to know, as well as some of our favorite baby carriers. So we're going to cover today the classic Ergo baby carrier, the lesser known but absolutely fantastic Lila baby carrier, and also very frequently asked about Stoka baby carrier. So 3 carriers, here we go. We're going to start with Ergo baby carrier. So here are the things that you need to know about Ergo. Of course, this is a leader on the market as far as when it comes to ergonomic baby carriers, hence the name Ergo. Here's one of the most important things that you need to know about the baby carrier. Not all of them are made equal, and you need to ensure that when you buy your baby carrier, it is ergonomic and it supports the proper hip and knee position. What does it mean? You probably heard the M position, the C curve, but at the end of the day, it means the same thing. Your baby's bum and the seat needs to be lower than baby's knees. So quite literally, baby's knees are sticking up high, kind of like if you were holding your baby and you kind of held their bum and their knees would be hugging you. This is the position that you want the baby to be in the baby carrier as well. This is the original Ergo, and it's one of the first carriers we had. And excuse my pregnant belly, but you'll get the idea of what it does. And this is a great ergonomic carrier option, although not the best, I will say this. So when you see right here, when you put the baby and you adjust the carrier properly, the baby will sit and the baby's bum will, the weight of the baby will push and the baby's bum will be lower and kind of creating the C curve, and the knees will be higher, which will allow the baby to be in the proper position, which is really important for their hip development, for their spine development, everything. This carrier supports very well the back. It covers the baby exceptionally well. And then you can adjust the straps as you need to per height and per your personal body type. Here's a trick about this particular carrier. When I close it, I clasp it right here where my bra line is. For years, I couldn't find a comfortable position with Ergo because it just kept on hurting me so much until I lowered these, this little strap to where my bra line is. For me, that is the best position. So if Ergo is not comfortable for you, try that. However, I will say that no matter where you position the straps, at some point it does get very heavy. You just start feeling very heavy. You feel baby's weight in it. Hence why this is not my absolute favorite carrier, but it is a good one. It has the hood that covers the baby, baby's head that can be used as additional support. It's very comfortable, especially if you carry your baby on the back. It has a pouch for mom and a little pocket where you can either store your hood or you can just put something, whatever else you need. This carrier, in this particular carrier, the baby can face you or you can carry baby on the back. The baby cannot face out. It's a different model of Ergo where the baby is allowed to face out, and I'm not sure what I think about it, so I only kept myself to original one. As the baby grows and gets heavier, I do personally find that I feel a lot of weight on the shoulders, a lot of it on the lower back. So this carrier is great for a baby, not a very heavy baby, probably for baby up to a year. One of the most frequently asked questions that we receive is what is the age that you can use the baby carrier with when your baby is born, and how big does the baby need to be, etc. Well, first of all the carriers that I'm going to show you today are suitable from newborn and on. However, every single one of them has personal limitations on the weight. So you need to check the manufacturer's instructions to make sure that your baby fits within the proper weight limit. Also, some carriers like Ergo carrier, they provide you with a little newborn insert that looks like this and has a little pouch that you can put inside, and this can be used for an older baby and you can separate that, or it can be used for a little baby. So you put a little seat, then you put your baby in here, you put them, you strap them safely, snugly, and they're snug, and you put this little bundle carefully inside of your carrier, and your baby is very secure, and it ensures that the baby is in the proper position as well. I really like this pouch. I recommend it no matter what kind of carrier you get, and so just a great idea. Next carrier that we're going to talk to is the Stoka baby carrier. The next carrier we're going to talk to is the Stoka baby carrier. Stoka baby carrier is very unique, it's very different, it's nothing like what you've seen on the market, and it comes in two parts. Part one for a baby to be, for a newborn and up to the older baby that you can use in front facing mom or facing outside, and part two is to carry the baby on your back. And this is one of the absolutely favorite parts and one of the best carriers as far as the carrier for the back, to carry the baby on the back from my point of view, and I'll tell you why in a second. So here we go. So Stoka baby carrier is nothing like what you've seen before. It is very unique in its own way. So the way you put it on is you put this vest on, strap it and adjust it per your fit. It has to fit really, really, really tight. Inside, as you can see, there is a little pouch right here to support and ensure that the baby's hips are in exactly properly rotated position. So when you put your baby in, you adjust their bum, you put their knees up, hugging you, and it will be in just the exact position and it's not going to go anywhere. This is a very important part of the Stoka baby carrier. Next, you are strapping in, and it looks very intimidating at first, but it actually is not. So the way I put the baby in, I strap everything on one side, put the baby in, hold the baby, then strap everything else and secure the head. You can secure the baby's head by giving additional head support through these clips right here, or you can fold this down for a bigger baby, or when the baby's facing outside, or let the babies, when the baby's growing, let their arms be on more to use for them to use it freely. So the downfall to this carrier is that it doesn't have a hood. Not necessary all the time. You can, especially now, you can buy all sorts of covers. 7am Infant, for example, has some excellent baby covers. But if this is something that is important to you, then just keep in mind. Now, it has a ton of pouches and little secure things here, and for mom as well, that you can put things in, and it's very well thought out. However, there's one big downfall to personally me in this position, is that when not pregnant or not wearing a jacket, this, even on the smallest setting, this particular carrier is a little bit too big for me. So it doesn't support the weight of the baby very well, so the older baby gets heavy. If I put a jacket on, or like when I'm pregnant right now, it fits me perfectly, so it's not a problem whatsoever. However, that said, this carrier is my absolute favorite carrier when it comes to holding and carrying the baby on your back, and I will show you why. Because for the back carry, you use the same portion as a vest right here. However, you attach, so for the back portion, for the back carry, you use this same portion of a vest. You remove the front part completely, so we'll just go ahead and remove it. So you remove the front part, and then you attach a back portion to this vest. When you're putting the baby, and it's going to be attached in this position, and you still will be putting it as a vest on. When you're strapping the baby on, you first put the baby in on your lap. You secure the baby, and it's extremely secure. It's like rock climbing gear secure. So you put the baby, and then you swing it as a backpack over, which you don't have to wiggle and do any of this like you do have to do with the other carriers, which to me is a huge benefit. And even now in the front carry position, that carrier is a little bit too big for me. I do not have the same problem for a bed carrier, because the adjustments are a little bit different, and I can adjust it perfectly for my body type and anything that I need to have. So keep that in mind. Next one is the Lila baby. The third baby carrier is the Lila baby carrier, or also known as the best kept secret in the baby carrying world, which is actually true. When I first saw Lila baby carrier, I didn't think much of it. I thought, well, it looks exactly like Ergo. what's the big deal, what's the difference, but apparently there is a difference and a big one, and I will show you what it is in a second. So first of all, when you put it on, you can see that it fits a little bit different. It has a little bit different design, so it fits a little bit higher on the hips. It has a little bit different design for the hip support as well. It also has a very big back support, which is very, very important. It helps to distribute the weight of the baby, and it really takes the weight off the shoulders. Shoulder pads themselves are very padded. They're thicker than the ones of the Ergo Baby, but they're very, very soft. It helps tremendously, quite literally. I feel like when I carry the baby in this baby carrier, and my baby, the 6th baby, Elia, she's quite heavy. I have not had one single issue, and I could carry all day long. I went on several international trips with her in this carrier, and I mean, she would just sleep quite literally 10 and more hours. I would just nurse her and put her back, and when she was an older baby, she would just play, come out, play, and then climb back into the carrier, and I just continued to carry her throughout the entire days of our trips. So this carrier also is designed a little different. It has a head support, which I really like, because you can support newborn's head. It also has a hood, sun protection, that you can hide nicely. It has a pouch for mom right here, which is very handy for all the necessities. You can carry, here's another thing about this baby carrier, is that you can carry the baby in multiple positions, starting from newborn and to all the way until whenever you feel like you're done carrying your baby. For a newborn, this carrier can be used as is without a newborn insert. You can use this little seat pouch, which is made by Lila Baby, and they recommend that you use it to properly position the newborn. You put it inside, and then there's also, as you can see, there is a strap here where you can secure your newborn baby so that small babies don't slip out, and put it on, and that can be it. And the baby will be in the proper position. It's also ergonomic and done in the right ways. Lila Baby also has, similar to what I showed in the Ergo Baby pouch, they have a pouch similar like that for newborns that wraps around the newborn. It's a little more pedal-like and very, very, very soft. So I highly recommend to get that one. Since I have the Ergo Baby, I just use the Ergo Baby insert in here, but I am going to get a Lila Baby insert for this Lila Baby carrier, because it's made to go with this carrier, and it's also very soft. Here's the thing that I absolutely love about Lila Baby, is that it's incredibly soft. I have an embossed model of the carrier, and the inside is quite literally like velvet. It feels like feather touching your baby's skin. It's very soft, very comfortable, extremely well made. Again, you have a security strap right here that has additional protection for your back, so nothing digs in or hurts you, which is also very, very, very good and very comfortable. You can adjust from 2 ways. You can adjust here, you can adjust here. There's multiple ways that you can adjust this carrier to fit exactly your body type, which I found to be extremely important and very and probably one of the biggest things to ensure that this carrier fits the right way, to make sure that you carry your baby in a comfortable for you and for the baby's way. Then the best part about it is that you can wear your baby in multiple positions, facing in, with the head support. You can have the baby facing out. You can carry the baby on the hip. This carrier is made to readjust in such a way that you can carry your baby on the hip, and then you can carry your baby all the way on your back. Then also it offers you an option to crisscross your straps. You can see that there's special pockets here that you can adjust, so you can crisscross your straps and secure them and help the weight distribution even better if you have a really heavy baby or a toddler or something you want to carry them in front, so you can do that. This is a definitely unique part about Lila Baby, and absolutely, in my opinion, absolutely worth it. The downfall, the only downfall to this carrier, which really may not even be a downfall, is that when you fold it, it's not as compact as, say, Manduka baby carrier or something, or there's some carriers that are just micro compact, but I would say it's no bigger. I'll show you. Here's how I fold it. I just put the straps in, and then I usually just fold it like this, stick it under the stroller, and here we go. So, I mean, it's pretty compact, but it's not something that will fit in a tiny purse by all means. To me, it's 100% worth it, and I'm sure to any mom, it's 100% worth it, rather than having a carrier that's too flimsy and doesn't support well, but is small and compact folds. So to me, this is such a minute negative detail that it really doesn't matter. Lila Baby has now multiple options of the baby carriers. This is embossed carrier, just the original but embossed. They also offer air version, so if you live in a hot climate, there is going to be the body of the carrier is made from the breathable fabric, so the baby doesn't get sweaty, and there is regulation of the temperature. They also have all season carriers that you can, there's zippers, and we will cover that more. And they also have organic options, and all of them are fantastic. My favorite is, as may it sound simple or surprising, but my favorite is just the regular original design. Plus, I also have, for hot days, I also have the air version. I prefer that versus the all season, but some people may have a different opinion, but we will cover those later. So anyways, I hope that this was helpful to you guys. Please ask away any questions. Again, I will cover, as we've covered all these three major carriers that you ask all about. All of them are done and up to all the safety standards. There are clasps here that will secure and resecure your babies that have been tested. They're not going to come undone. All of these carriers, everything that we test ourselves and recommend ourselves, we ensure that first and foremost it meets some of the highest standards available as far as the markets for the baby products. Well, there you have it. We've covered 3 of the most favorite and frequently asked about carriers. You can ask your questions here, subscribe, and leave your question or note just below. You can also find me on Instagram or any other social media under Living Notes, or you can find us on living-notes.com. Until next time.